Hey, what's up guys? It is Friday, November 7th, 2020. The time is about 5 p.m. Atlantic time. Temperature outside is 16 degrees Celsius, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. We are currently walking down Spring Garden Road, which is pretty much the heartbeat of downtown Halifax. Rush hour in Halifax is not as busy as it used to be, thanks to the COVID. As you can see, our sidewalks are fairly narrow, so it doesn't really allow a whole lot for physical distancing. There's Dresden Row. The sky looks pretty neat tonight. Sorry, my voice just totally dropped. The building that we're walking past right now is slated for demolition later on this month. It used to be the Mills Brothers department store that was built in 1922 here in Halifax. It has survived 2 fires, but not the COVID. Halifax is known for having a lot of low-rise condos and apartments. This is a really cool, library. It's the Halifax Central Library. It's the main branch. We will be going past the library that it replaced. Looking west on Spring Garden Road. MedJet building. It is the main science building for Dalhousie University's Engineering, Architecture, and Sciences campus. Here we're just going to walk through the old Halifax Memorial Library. Interesting fact about the grounds here, it used to be the Paupers Cemetery. So yes, we are walking on graves. The headstones have been moved to other cemeteries throughout the city, but the bodies are still here. The old library is now the night court, but no, there is no Judge Harry Anderson there. That is the old St. Mary's Boys' School, parochial school of the Catholic Church. Now it's just part of, I want to say NASCAD, which is the Nova Scotia College of Art and Design. Ooh. Having a blonde moment. There we go. That's a better shot. Now this is Halifax's treasure. Anybody who's visited Halifax from anywhere across the country knows about Pizza Corner. That's it. On all 3 out of the 4 corners are pizza places. The 4th corner being that church that we just passed. Let's see who's going to let me cross. I hope I don't get dinged for copyright for this, but there is football on. Or maybe rugby, but it looks like soccer. We are still on Grafton Street, but they built a 2-building convention center called the Halifax Convention Center, or commonly known as the Nova Centre. And this is the concourse between the 2 buildings. And of course, Ted Rogers had to get his name on it. I don't have an opinion on Rogers Communications. I don't deal with them. Never had to, so I know some people, they don't like them. And that is an art piece of a whale. my sleepy little town is trying to come into the 21st century. There are bylaws saying that we can't have new buildings over a certain height because they don't want to obstruct the view of Citadel Hill in the harbor. So hence why we don't have skyscrapers. Now we're going to go down. This is the Carlton. This used to be an old hotel back in the 1700s. It's still standing. It now has the Carlton Bar, Lot 6. Just down here. So, this is one part of our entertainment district. This is where some of our bars are. Now, I thought we were the only ones to have Entoto. I guess that's how you pronounce it. My Spanish isn't that great. But apparently there's one in Toronto too, I think on King. I saw it in a video not that long ago. There's a little mannequin sitting out the window. These are all old heritage buildings here in Halifax. Like I said, Argyle Street is the heart of our nightlife. Because of the Nova Center, we are being drowned in a bluish purple light. Some of the bars here are the Toothy Moose. As I recall, and I could be wrong, sorry about the wind, that used to be part of Mike Smith's little venture. Now, most people know Mike Smith as his character on Trailer Park Boys as Bubbles. They are local Halifax celebrities. Ricky, Bobby, and Julie, and Bubbles, and all them. I don't watch it, so I don't have time for it. I went to school with most of those guys. So, we don't have that much of a theater district, but we do have Neptune Theater. That is ours, besides what the university puts on. We are going to cross. If you notice really carefully, you can see the Argyle print on Argyle Street. Okay, why is my camera fighting me? Stop it. Be nice. So we got some taverns. I mean, it's only what we call supper time here. So, nobody's really out getting their drink on yet. It's way too early. I was walking up here the other day. I didn't realize they tore down a building here. So that's the back end of St. Mary's Basilica. Every time I turn a corner, the wind catches the gimbal. Okay, so we're just walking down Blowers. Go because it's a hill. Back up here, that's Pizza Corner again. No, that's not a moon, that's the street lights. Okay, I think 2 weeks in of holding on to this gimbal, I'm starting to get a little bit better at it. Anyway, we're coming back down to Barrington Street, the scene of last Friday's video, where I fought with the wind and I had to do a narration at home, and my cat wanted to be my co-host. So I'm gonna cross the street because on the west side of the street is actually where you're gonna find a better view of the historical buildings that are on this street. Some are still under construction. Building here, if you can see it, that has a spire, that is the former Khyber building, but prior to that it used to be the Church of England Institute. Over the last 100 years it's had many incarnations of buildings. Here in Halifax, we do have a lot of historical buildings that are old, and we like to keep the facades and build on top. But like I said about height restrictions for buildings in the city, the heritage people don't want buildings to be too high because they don't want to obstruct the view of the harbour from Citadel Hill. Driver did that on purpose to be an idiot, because hey, Halifax transit drivers are idiots sometimes. Here's St. Paul's Church. That is the oldest Anglican church in Canada, founded in 1749, same year as the city. That's Prince Street. We were on that street momentarily. And let's take a peek down the hill to part of Province House and Bank of Nova Scotia building. Like the name suggests, the Bank of Nova Scotia was founded here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The first location was on the corner of Duke and Barrington Street. I just haven't pinpointed down which building on that corner it was. So that's looking towards the parade square. The red and white lights are a year-round fixture. We also have a free lunchbox, which is a candy store. Place I should avoid. The whole purpose of walking and making these is to get rid of my COVID weight. I'm sure we all gained it during lockdowns and high stress times. Oh look, it's the black hole. Halifax City Hall. Showed that on a previous video. So Barrington Street is open time. Like I said in a previous video, we are not on a grid system. And I think right about now, I am going to finish this. Let's give you a good shot of City Hall at nighttime. There we go. Behind that is the corporate headquarters for Scotiabank in Duke Tower, part of Scotia Square. Alright, so I just want to thank you for actually listening to me ramble on. Hopefully it came out okay because I'm using AirPods with the Galaxy. Yeah, don't ask. Anyway, I will see you next time, so don't forget to hit like and subscribe and tell your friends all about this lovely video from this lovely person. Anyway, catch you on the next one. And I just totally ripped that off somebody else. Anyway, we'll see you later. Have a good one. Cheers.